All right, welcome back. Version 5 or part 5 of a tutorial with Fusion. So let's go with some filleting and see what happens now because we copied this one from there, right? So if I go up to modify and fillet, which is letter F, okay, and we pick the corners, 1, 2, hold the scroll key. Oh, I'm just going to get rid of the data panel here. I'm going to flip this around, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to put this to 1 inch here. 1 inch. What just happened? Well, because we copied one and made a copy from there to there, you can see what's happened is that when I filled in these two edges, those two on the copy did it. And when I filled those two edges, because they're a copy of this, it did it to there. That's not good. How do we fix this? Well, let's just go back and undo things. So one is we can just undo, right, and keep going back like this, right? So in our timeline down here, there's a copy of it. So I'm just going to go back a little bit further, right, a little bit further, and a little bit further. How far back do we have to go? Right? Wow, there we go. That's where we're at. I'm going to go back one more. Okay, so now we're back to here. So we could have done it different ways, but undoing things is just as easy. So this time around, what we're going to do is we're actually just going to make a brand new component. So we're going to go create, okay, on this plane. I'm just going to move it up here, okay, and I'm just going to go like this really quickly. And oops, I picked enter. So up here, mine's a sketch dimensions. Your screen might not. So you got to come down here, go sketch dimension. And I'm going to go this, and I'm going to go 12, hit enter. And over here, this was 2.5, right? And we're going to hit finish sketch. There's the sketch. We're going to extrude it. And once again, when we do this, 0.75, because that's the thickness of everything else, make sure operation, new component. Okay? And we click OK. I'm not going to give it a, sure, we'll give it a texture, letter A right now. And I'm just going to pick whichever one comes to here. What is it? Pine. Sure. We'll put pine there. Okay. Now, let's go back to getting these things joined. So back over here, the cherry one, the first piece, it's the one that's anchored, right? So all these things are going to move to it. So J for joint. Okay. And I'm just going to zoom into this guy, pick it, and flip over here, pick that one. And it joins together. Click on OK. And finally, J for join one more time. Right, find the center. I don't have to do it this way. I can do it so many different ways, but this is what I'm doing. And find the center one. And they move. Go figure why that one goes that way. Right, and we do that. And there we go. And now we're back to where we began at the beginning of this tutorial. All right, so finally, now we can go and make some corners. So we're going to go up to fillet right here, okay, or the letter F. And if we pick here, pick there, okay, I'm going to rotate Shift key and the scroll button. Okay, pick that one, Shift key, scroll button, that one. Okay, and if I pick this as 1, you can see it now, it actually does it properly, right? And that's what we actually want. And then finally on this, I don't like the sketch that's there, so we're just going to hide sketches. Okay, and finally here, I'm going to do the top piece. So we're going to go back to fillet, and I'm going to pick this edge, and finally this edge. And when we fillet something, we're going to go and fillet at 0.25. Okay, there's that. And we click on OK. If you see these lines here, they don't look very good when you're looking at it. So what we can do down here under this one, display settings, we can take it, visual style, and we go shaded. Okay, and now it changes it to just that. So these little marks here, these are your joins. Okay, and they show up. You can get rid of them down in here as well under display settings. Okay, effects. Okay, no, sorry, not effects, object visibility. There's a whole bunch of different things in here. Okay. Environment, and finally visual style, right? So in here, there's object visibility, and we come into here, and if we actually turn off everything, okay, they disappear. So it's easier sometimes just to turn off everything and then back on again versus the joints in here. Okay, so if I click joints, there's obviously it disappears. Okay, but just get used to doing that for the most part. So there is a finished simple project, right? Your job is to go and do this, except you make up your pieces and what they're going to be, okay? There will be another tutorial on how to basically use this stuff and also get out to the laser and out to the CNC router for your files. Okay, but that concludes this tutorial.